What's up, Cinders? I'm psyched out of my mind right now because I'm about to throw down my maiden voyage on the new 2021 Megatower. If you haven't done so already, definitely check out my build video where I show you the build up and go over the specs of this specific build. Here at my local trails where this bike would certainly be overkill, and so I'm super excited to give it a shred and just see how it rides on some relatively mellow trails. Let's go check it out. So if you follow the channel, know that I spent all of 2020 on version 2 Hightower, which is a super legit bike. You may be wondering why I chose to go to the Megatower. I have some pretty big goals for 2021 that hopefully include a lot of time at Beach Mountain, Snowshoe Mountain, Windrock Bike Park. And so I wanted to have the extra capability that the Megatower is obviously known for. But I'm definitely hoping that this thing still feels poppy and playful, even at places like here at Pulaski County Park and my local trails. One key thing to mention, I was on a size medium Hightower. I decided to go with the size large, which is one of the reasons why I upgraded. It's my very first trail time on this bike. All right, so I've made a quick 5 session laps here at the top of my local jump line. Some quick observations. One, if you're used to, say, a Hightower or any of the other new Santa Cruz lower link bikes, this feels completely natural. Instantly, it is noticeable that I have gone from a size medium to a size large, but that difference is not so severe. I'm coming in at 5'9", almost 5'10", and I really kind of wish I would have gotten a size large in the Hightower, but I do think this is going to be a really good change for me. I'm definitely digging the paddles on this XT shifter, and even on my Hanzo ESD, which also has a Shimano shifter. I'm digging the double upshift. Basically, you can grab 2 gears, upshifting. It is not taking me much time at all to feel super integrated on this bike. Yeah, so if you've watched any of my other content, you've seen that section. That's a section that you can hit comfortably on a hardtail or short travel bike, but it's pretty fun on this bike. And right here is a super steep, leafy, very loose, rocky section, and the VPP on the Megatower helps keep the rear having traction. There's Lady Shredder, but it has the good, predictable climbing performance that, again, if you're used to a VPP lower link bike, you just sort of come to expect. Man, that max grip Assegai feels crazy grip. So definitely this thing feels like a magic carpet ride, but it's still very poppy. I do perceive part of that to be because of those Tannus tire inserts, which I've got to do a lot of experimentation with, but first impression of those, I'm definitely digging them. Now this is definitely, with no prior experimentation with the suspension whatsoever, just put that Fox 36 right where they recommend from the factory. I don't even know how many tokens are in the thing. But man, that Assegai with the max grip, definitely a grippy tire. I think a lot of people's apprehension with going Megatower is the worry that it won't pedal. And I'm perceiving that it pedals really well. Especially for how big of a bike it is. Super poppy. Woo! Smoked that with ease. It's a hard one on the hardtail to get. Big deer. Yeah, there I did feel like I went mostly through the travel of this thing. It's a pretty big huck, but again, I haven't even touched the air tokens in the fork or in the shock. It felt really good, especially with no detailed tuning. I basically just put it at 30% sag and came out here and went for it. But all in all, this bike has been an easy bike to acclimate with. That was an absolute blast.
So good?
Yep.
Okay.
Woo! They say that you can shift these newer Shimano systems under load. I can confirm that. All right, this is the Pulaski County Park acid drop where we initiate new bikes. Boom! That one definitely took her through its travel. Slow down, it's 15 only. Yeah, climbing. I mean, it feels like you're climbing a trail bike. It's not a cross-country race bike, but it's not nearly as heinous as what you would think it would be to say that this is the biggest trail/enduro bike in the Santa Cruz lineup. It's really not bad at all. So there you have it, first shred in the books. I am not disappointed with my purchase. It is a super fun bike. It's actually a really playful bike. I'm very excited to be getting more content out for you. I love the component spec on it. I really appreciated the XT group set on this, and the brakes really brake phenomenally well. There is a little bit of rattle. I'm assuming that it's those XT brake pads sort of rattling around in the caliper. I'm hoping that it's not the issue that I had on the Hightower where the Super Deluxe shock has a rattling, knocking noise in there. I don't think it's that. So stay tuned for more info on that. As far as the suspension setup goes, I did blow through the travel in the rear on some of the bigger hits. Now again, that's with just the completely bone stock setup that I'm assuming only has one bottomless token in there. We could be looking at a Cascade Link situation, so stay tuned. It's a super phenomenal upgrade for the Hightower. I know it will be for this as well. I can remember back in 2018 when I rode one of these bikes for the first time, also thinking that I was a little bit surprised at how it was blowing through the travel even then. A couple more bottomless tokens would certainly probably do the trick. That Cascade Link would probably do it even better. Thanks for checking out this first shred with me. Please subscribe to the channel. As always, thanks for watching.